Thank you, everybody, for being here today. I really appreciate you taking the time. And the reason I am doing this is I want to make sure that we recognize these kids and then also bring highlight to the issue that we just passed today. 2009, I was able to be a judge for the It Ought to Be a Law program, which was done in Hillsborough County. Actually, former Representative Ambler, I started it. I believe it's still going on. And the kids from Armwood High School at that point in 2009 came in second, actually, in the competition. But the bill that they brought forth as their idea was a bill that at the time was timely. We had a teacher, I think it was, I can't remember her name, but the one who was too pretty to go to jail. And that was the issue that was up then. And I thought, we've got kids coming before us saying we need to fix this problem. We don't think teachers should be having improper sexual misconduct with students. Filed the bill, was not able to get it done. I've worked on it the last few years. This year, Representative Rayburn took it on and decided he would pick this up, and I took it on again in the House. And he would be here today. Unfortunately, his wife just had twins last week, so he couldn't be here. And the kids came up again and have had the opportunity to be able to go out around and lobby the situation. But in the course of trying to do this bill again this year, we've just in the last few weeks had 3 more instances, and one specifically in Polk County, of teachers who were having improper sexual misconduct with kids. So with the passage of this bill today, we are sending a strong message to that small percentage of teachers who were acting improper with the kids, and we're saying keep your hands off the kids. It's going to be an increased penalty. They're going to have, in a way that they have a special level of respect and relationship with these kids. They need to have more responsibility and accountability to the position they've been given as a teacher. So I'd like to turn it over to these women that are up here today to let you know a little bit about their involvement with this program, but then also what seeing this bill passage has done for them. Go ahead.
Well, us as students, we saw that this truly needed to be something taken into consideration, because we're not coming as administrators, we're not coming as resource officers, we're not even coming as parents, but we're coming as students. So obviously for us to be sitting in the classroom to know that we're being preyed upon is something serious. So we definitely knew that this is something that needed to be brought up again. We needed to hit it hard and hit it with aggression, and we did. And we're so happy. We are so happy to see that this has finally come through, and all the hard work, all the hours, everything has come, and everything has been well. So we thank everyone.
This has been a humbling experience. We have been very persistent, and it has showed us, not only as students, but as future mothers and future leaders of America, that we can do it, and that we want to make a deterrent for our state, for our community. And it's just awesome. It's an awesome experience to be able to know that we made a difference. Thank you.
Can you say your name and what grade you're in?
Malikia Hunter, and I'm in 12th.
I'm Elise Cheneth. I'm in 12th grade. I just kind of wanted to give recognition to people that we wouldn't be where we are today without. They've helped us along from the very beginning, so I'm just going to name some people. I want to give some recognition on behalf of myself and the group to Representative Rayburn. He came to our school and chose our bill from any other ones, and that was the first step in getting us here and letting us say what we need to say. Another one, Senator Stargel. Thank you so much for taking time and representing us. Rachel Barnes for guiding us and telling us what we should do next along the way. It was a very big help for all of us. Senator Evers for taking time and putting us on his calendar. Without him, we wouldn't be where we are right now. And Miss Connie Melito, thank you very much. You were a very big part, and you gave us the encouragement that we needed. And our community as a whole, and most of all, Mr. Tony Parada, our teacher. Thank you for helping us and being there every step of the way.
I'll answer any of the questions.
Can you tell us a little about, the bill came out of a competition at the school. Can you tell us about that program?
The program, how it is there, you would have a bunch of students from different schools that would come and present different bills and laws that they believe are important, and that should go through the process. And the winning bill would come up here and basically try to go through the entire process. So in 2009, the bill came in second, but they still brought it up because it's such an important law to have, and it's been a big process from then.
How long have you been involved in this competition yourself?
As a group, we've only been involved for 1 year. This was only we're only the senior class, and so we just got to bring it up this year.
So you kind of built on what previous students had been doing?
Yes.
Is this a statewide competition or just in your county or your school district?
Hillsborough County? It's just just in district.
Sorry, could you say your name again, please?
Taylor Brooks, and I'm in 12th grade.
And can maybe the senator just synopsize what the provisions of the newly passed law are now?
Sure. Absolutely, and I'll also say that doing this in 2009, like I said, it was timely then and it is today. What it is an enhanced penalty on whatever crime may already be committed. It would move it up to the next level of penalty. So if it was a third-degree felony, it would be enhanced up to a second-degree felony.
Okay. And were those people who may not even know that they're going to be sex offenders, and I still don't quite understand that psychology. I guess repeat for me the message that you want to send to them now that this is presumably going to become law. What's if you had to boil it
Sure.
down, what is that?
And it's an enhanced penalty for teachers or people in authority figure over students. They have a unique relationship with those students. They're an authority figure over that student. What this bill says, with that relationship comes an increased responsibility. So if you're going to do anything that's sexually improper with that student, whatever the penalty would be, we've enhanced it based on the fact that you have a unique relationship with that child, and it needs to be a heavier crime.
And obviously, a law has to pass both chambers and get signed. And what has your research told you about that likelihood?
Well, we've got it through both of the chambers. These students are also talking with the governor. I believe the governor has a strong opinion in that we don't want our teachers behaving in an inappropriate way with our students as well, so I don't have fear that he would not sign this law.
Were the students supposed to meet with the governor today? And obviously, that might have been.
I believe they have met with the governor's staff on this subject
Yes,
already.
yesterday.
They have.
And
So.
can we get a little
Sure.
teaser about what that information was?
I'd also like to say, too, their teacher, Tony Parada, the students may have only been doing it this year. He has been following this issue back since 2009, keeping the kids in the loop and how this process works. And we also have the principal from Armwood up here as well, Mr. Castillo. So. Good.
Oh, well, you asked the question about how the meeting went with staff. Well, actually, when we went in, he didn't even know that us as students had even presented this bill. He knew about the bill previously, and he knew that it had been stopped, but he didn't even know it was high school students behind it. So when he was able to put faces with the bill, he could recognize and see that this was truly an issue. We presented the facts, and we told him exactly why we were here, and once he heard everything, he could even relate, saying something that happened when he was in high school. So just to know that we are human and he's human too, that we can come together and sit together and discuss this problem. He was truly enthused and he was intrigued and was certainly willing to pass on the information and was very excited about this bill.
Tony Parada, the teacher at Armwood High School, Social Studies, American Government. This is a bill for me that's been 5 years in the works, and it started with those students back in 2009 that just this last week were graduating colleges all over our state, and some of those by this program have been turned on to politics and are looking at a future in politics, which is kind of an outside to this particular program. But when you sit back and you look at what's happened today, we've had students in our state look at a problem that they saw in their classroom that they didn't feel was being addressed severely enough. And as a teacher, we teach these things in our textbooks, and we talk about how a bill can become a law. But the power of the program that we have allows these students to come up and see the process in action and become a part of the process. And as citizens of the state and of the United States, as a teacher, that's what we want more than anything else. I do want to make sure to especially thank Senator Stargel. We couldn't have done it without her support. As she mentioned, we came in second place that year in 2009. So our bill wasn't even supposed to get here, according to the competition. But she saw something in that bill and saw the problem that these students were trying to address. And she's the one that really helped us get here to be able to pass this legislation through the Senate today. So, thank you.
Thank you again for being here. We appreciate all of you guys' time.